Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Marvel Legendary Legacy Adventure. Last time we defeated Lilith, Mother of Demons, who was representing Agatha Harkness, and today we're moving on to the final battle in Scarlet Witch's Hero Path, battle number 5, What is Grief but Love Persevering? Wanda has created a perfect utopia, a world where everyone has what they want and where she is reunited with those she loves. But that isn't good enough for some people. Emma Frost and other mutants realize that they are in an alternate reality and decide that Wanda's chaos magic is too powerful and unpredictable. They're all selfish fools. Wanda and her true family shall take them all down, and once she is done with them, there will be no more mutants. Inspired by House of M 2005. So today we're facing Professor X. He always leads the X-Men first class. Command Strike, choose the two highest cost allies in the lair, stack them next to Professor X's telepathic pawns. Professor X gets +1 attack for each ally stacked next to him. Players can recruit the top ally in the stack next to Professor X. And the scheme is Master of Tyrants. Set up 8 twists, choose 3 other masterminds, and shuffle their 12 tactics into the villain deck. Those tactics are Tyrant villains with their printed attack and no abilities. Those 3 Tyrant villains are going to be Exodus, Onslaught, and Dark Phoenix. Twist 1 through 7, put this twist under a Tyrant villain as a dark power, gets +2 attack. Twist 8, all Tyrant villains in the city escape. Evil wins when 5 Tyrant villains escape. We're also facing the X-Men 92 and Multiple Man, and we're playing as Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Clea, Speed, and Wiccan. Special rules, probability manipulation. Before shuffling the villain deck during setup, choose 1 card from the villain deck and set it aside. Then after shuffling, place the chosen card on top of the villain deck. Add Emma Frost as a second mastermind with all 4 tactics. Done. All attack generated by Scarlet Witch's cards or copy of cards played by Hexball or Chaos Magic is converted to piercing energy instead, which is cool. This is going to be a very, very big problem. So, all the tactics from these 3 masterminds get added as Tyrant villains with their printed attack and no abilities. And one of the masterminds is Exodus, and Exodus has 32 attack. That's a lot of attack. That's a lot of attack. There's no fucking way I can kill any of these with attack at all. So the only way for me to get the Exodus Tyrant villains out of the city if they show up is to kill them with piercing energy. Which means I'm going to need to use the piercing energy from Scarlet Witch, and I'm going to need to use the hand grenades from Phoenix. That's the only way I can possibly deal with those at all. Then there's the problem that I have to deal with hitting the Mastermind 9 times to win, which is bad. There's just a lot bad going on here. This is a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. I don't know how you can possibly win this game. So what I want to do is I'm going to actually keep in Speed and Quicksilver together. I'm not a big hyperspeed guy, but there's enough hyperspeed, like, goodness going on between the 2 of them that I think it's worth it. Alright, Clea is representing Wanda's darkness, by the way. So I think I want to get rid of either Wiccan or Clea, and I think it's going to be Wiccan. I don't know. I like both of these. Maybe I'll get rid of Clea. The thing is, I kind of need some KO. Otherwise, Emma Frost gets really strong. So, keeping Clea in for her uncommon is probably a good idea. So I'll get rid of Wiccan. This is sort of a formality. If Phoenix gets KO'd, I don't think it's possible for me to win. Like, legitimately do not think it's possible for me to win without a second source of piercing energy in the setup. So I'm going to click this button and see how the setup handles bringing these masterminds out for the Tyrant masterminds. I already took the liberty of taking all of their always leads groups out, so that shouldn't be a problem. But I'm wondering if it'll, because it pulls out, what's his name, Onslaught? I'm wondering if it'll, when it pulls that onslaught, if the automation will fuck up my card draw. But I guess we'll see. Oh, and for probability manipulation, I'm putting a scheme twist on top. Okay, it did not fuck up my card draw. It did, however, put Emma Frost's cards in there, which it was not supposed to do. Hold on. I can fix this. Yeah, I can fix this. Okay. And who's the last one? Exodus, Onslaught, Dark Phoenix. What happened to Dark Phoenix? Is she in there? Oh, she is in there. There we go. Apparently I put Emma in a bad location. Okay, and then for the probability manipulation, I want to put a scheme twist on top, because the first scheme twist doesn't do anything. Alright. Turn 1, scheme twist. Put this twist under a tyrant villain as dark power, gets +2 attack. Okay, I've got 4/4 and 3/5 for my recruit. Race to the rescue, combined with Prepare Dark Magic. This side take Demonic Descendant. I'm gonna need to get Recruit to recruit the allies for Professor X's command strikes. What's your Master Strike do? Oh. Gross. That's not what I wanted to buy. Hold up. Hold up, hold up. I literally said that I was buying this one. Please stand by. Okay. It's a good card. I mean, these two work kind of well together. Guess I'll do that. Okay, do I start leaning into hyperspeed? I guess so. Okay, so all Scarlet Witch cards give attack or piercing energy instead of attack, which is cool. Alright. How the hell? This is some bullshit. Like, this is legitimately some bullshit. Like, there's nothing I can do about this. He's just gonna be there forever. Unless I somehow get a lot of attack from, or a lot of piercing energy from Scarlet Witch. Alright, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 recruit this turn. This is a 1 in 9 chance of giving me a wound, but I will make a demonic bargain to get +2 recruit. Hyperspeed 2. Good thing about hyperspeed is 0 attack counts for hyperspeed, which is nice. I'll buy this for 6, another one. And I'll fight this multiple man, just so this doesn't get any further to the left. Fight KO one of your allies for each other multiple man in your regular comp. Two attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I can get 5 attack this turn, which is not enough to do anything, so I should probably put a trooper on top. And I'll fight a multiple man over here. I kind of want to spread these out a little bit so I don't have to KO everything. And I guess I'm going to keep doing Prepare Dark Magic. Right side will try and take ranged stuff, I suppose. These don't have their fight effects, right? Yeah, they don't have their fight effects. This is just a 2 attack card. I'm thinking Accelerate New Recruit. Extreme attack. That means it gets +1 attack for each other extreme attack in the city. Is that how that works? Yeah. Alright, this is going to hit a gray, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So I'm going to say strength. Wow. Alright. I'm going to fight you for 4. Then I draw 2 and discard a card. Just another Race to the Rescue. It works well with Prepare Dark Magic. I don't really know what I'm doing over here, but I guess I'm doing some stuff. Alright, Hyperspeed 2. Alright. Hyperspeed 6. 1, 2, 3. Fight Jubilee. There's a pretty decent chance I get the Spectrum, and it's an attack card for Hyperspeed. I want a Prepare Dark Magic over here. Oh, maybe I should take Life and Death Incarnate. That'll help me get to Jittery and Patience, and it gives me some KOs. Alright. All attack generated by Scarlet Witch's cards is converted to Piercing Energy. Dark Memories generates attack, so I assume that includes the Dark Memories, right? To attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I think I want the 5 attack to kill Beast before Extreme Attack gets kind of out of hand, so I'll put that on top. And then 2 attack, draw a card, and then do that again. Fight Beast for 5. Fight KO one of your allies, then KO another of your allies if there are any other adversaries in the city with extreme attack. There aren't. Just another Prepare Dark Magic, I guess. Alter Reality could be pretty cool over here. I have Covert over here. Dark Memories should be okay. Okay, Scheme Twist. Put this just under a Tyrant Villain as Dark Power, gets +2 attack. Just gonna put this here because, well, I'm never fighting this thing with attack anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, do I want to make a demonic bargain to get jittery impatience? Probably. I might get a wound. It's not the end of the world. 2 recruit, I'll make the demonic bargain for 2 more recruit. Hyperspeed 2. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay. So I somehow need to get enough attack or enough piercing energy from this, or this to get me at least 3. And then on the same turn have Obliterating Fire, and then I can kill the Exodus tactic, or Tyrant. That's very unlikely, but it is possible. What's in my deck? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are all gray. So I'm going to say ranged. Oh, put that on the bottom. Let's say ranged again. Really want that on the left, but that's a lot greedy. It's pretty greedy. Could just fight multiple man. This escaping's bad. Okay, what are the chances that I can fight it next turn? I'll have 1 attack and hyperspeed 8. That's pretty low. I should fight this. This escaping's bad. I can put this on top with Clea. And then get it with Race to the Rescue, I guess. I should buy Hex Bolt. Okay, and Chaos Magic. I guess I'm doing like mainly covert ranged over on this side. This is bad. Okay, I'm gonna start with Hyperspeed 2. Game's being pretty laggy. I should recruit something before I hyperspeed again. I should recruit... This isn't good over here. I'm just gonna recruit a new recruit. And maybe hyperspeed it away with this hyperspeed 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I wouldn't have been able to fight Wolverine, so glad I killed him. Fight this for 3. Fight KO one of your allies for each other multiple man in your victory pile, so that'll be 1. And this is not a great setup for me. Okay. It's a problem. I'm gonna buy Chaos Magic, because I very much need it. I'm gonna need this piercing energy for all of these villains that have 7 VP. Okay. Twist 3. Put this twist under a Tyrant Villainous Dark Power. Gets +2 attack. Hasn't escaped yet. Alright. 3 recruit. KO this card, and I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile. KO that. Then I look at the top card of my deck, discard or put it back. I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there. I'm gonna need to recruit some stuff probably. Buy this for 4. And buy a new recruit. Alright, we have an escape. So that's 1 Tyrant Villain escape, 4 more, and I lose. And I need to KO something from in here. What am I KOing? I need all the Scarlet Witch stuff. I'm gonna need Obliterating Fire. That leaves one option to KO. This Piercing Energy is worthless this turn. Like, legitimately. Unless... No, I can get 4 Piercing Energy this turn, which doesn't do anything, so yeah, this Piercing Energy is worthless. Chaos Magic is in my discard pile. So 2 attack, I draw a card, and then I put a card from my hand on top of my deck. Then 3 attack, I'm going to choose ranged. Then 2 attack, I draw a card, and I put a card from my hand on top of my deck. And 3 attack, I'm going to choose ranged. Okay, I can actually fight one of these this turn. That's actually really good. 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. Can I fight both of these this turn? Can I fight Onslaught and Jubilee? I need 14? Yeah, I can do that. And save the Piercing Energy for next turn. This means I can't fight Dark Phoenix, but that's fine. Getting a Tyrant Villain out of the city is more important than getting the higher attack one out of the city, I think. I could also fight a Mastermind. I'm not going to. Just going to fight Onslaught and fight you for 4. Okay, twist number 4. Put this twist under a Tyrant Villain as Dark Power gets +2 attack. I'm moving these in here. I think they technically should be in the escape pile, but this will help me keep track of which twist it is. I'm just going to give this to Dark Phoenix. Same deal. As long as I can get rid of these 2, it'll be fine. Okay, I don't actually want my new recruits in my hand, unfortunately, so this is kind of sad, but 1 attack, draw a card. I want to hyperspeed these away. 1 attack, draw a card. 1 attack, draw a card. Alright. What order do I want to play these in? More attack isn't really going to help me, right? So I should play them in the other order. Unless... I have 6 attack. I could, if I hyperspeed 6 and get 4 more attack. Actually, I might be able to fight Professor X this turn. He doesn't have any telepathic pawns. You're at 11? Okay, I'll play it in this order. 2 recruit, 2 attack, look at the top card of my deck, discard it to put it back. I will actually leave that there, and then 2 recruit, make the Demonic Bargain. For 2 more recruit. Then I hyperspeed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, do I fight Onslaught? Or do I fight Professor X? Or do I fight Emma? Emma's at 11? I need to, like, win at some point, right? So... I do need to eventually kill these Masterminds. And I've been lucky that no Master Strikes have shown up, so Professor X is kind of weak right now. So I'm going to fight Professor X, actually. I may come to regret this. Stack the top 3 cards of the ally stack next to Professor X in random order as telepathic pawns. Random order, you say. And I can spend recruits. Yeah, I can recruit the top card, so I need to recruit this for 4. I can actually do that. can recruit 2 Obliterating Fires? Just hold up. I can recruit 2 Obliterating Fires this turn. I will do that, actually. Whether I use that to fight one of these or fight a Mastermind, I haven't decided yet, but I have them, and I will use them next turn. Alright, twist number 5. Put this under a Tyrant Villain as Dark Power, gets +2 attack. Alright, I'm going to start with this, reveal the top card of the hero deck. I may play a copy of it this turn, and when I do, put that card on the bottom of the hero deck. Okay, I don't have to play this yet. I can choose when to play it. I don't see any reason to not play it right now, though. Yeah, I'm going to play it now, so I draw 2, and then can put a hero that was KO'd this turn. Into my discard pile, but none were KO'd this turn. Then 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I can get 3 piercing energy this turn, which doesn't do anything. So I'm just going to put Hexbolt on top of my deck again. And buy another Hexbolt? Yeah. Professor X is at 10. I'm going to put these telepathic pawns up here, so they're a little easier to keep track of. Okay, this KOs 2 things on this side. Okay. KO some agents. Let me start by Hyperspeed 2. 1 attack. Okay. I feel like I should kill the Dark Phoenix with these 2 Obliterating Fires. Leaving it in the city is probably not a great idea. So I'm going to do that. Just going to play both Obliterating Fires. And I need a Piercing Energy counter. Let's go ahead and get that. Oh, why didn't that work? Goodbye and goodbye. Going to fight the Dark Phoenix tactic for 7. I'm just going to put both of these over here. I don't know where they're supposed to go, but they're definitely not supposed to go into my victory pile, I don't think. And then I'm going to fight you for 1 piercing energy. Fight, KO one of your allies for each other, multiple mana in my victory pile. I'm going to KO these 2. This Hyperspeed deck is getting a little good. The problem is I'm running out of the ability to recruit things, but I'm sure it'll be fine, right? Oof. Should have saved my hand grenades. To attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. Once again, the piercing energy isn't really doing anything, so I'll put that on top. Just another Prepare Dark Magic, Alter Reality, Chaos Magic. Alter Reality could be cool. I need to consolidate all the Scarlet Witch stuff onto the right side, so I'm gonna grab Alter Reality. Master Strike. Choose the 2 highest cost allies from the lair. Stack them next to Professor X as telepathic pawns. I may recruit them. Master Strike. Stack the strike next to Emma Frost, and each player has a Waking Nightmare for each strike stacked here. What does Waking Nightmare do again? Discard a non-gray card from your hand if you do draw a card. Okay, so each side needs to discard a non-gray, and then they can draw a card. Okay. Alright. So Professor X is now at 12. I have 5 attack. So I would need to hyperspeed. I would need to get 5 attack from this hyperspeed to be able to fight you. And I would need to get 6 attack from it to be able to fight you. That's probably worth the gamble. How many agents do I have left in this deck? I don't know how many of these I KO'd from this side. Let's say 4. So I have 1 agent here, 1 agent here. So I can't get 6. I might get 5. To be able to fight one of the onslaughts. I think that's worth it. Look at the top card of my deck, discard it or put it back. I will leave that there. And then hyperspeed 6. 1, 2, 3. Never lucky. 4. Well, it was worth the try. Then look at the top card of my deck, discard it, put it back, and I might KO the card I discarded this way. I'm not going to KO that. I think I just want Perpetual Motion to make Professor X a little bit weaker. And a new recruit. So Professor X is at 11, I can't fight him. Master Strike! Choose the 2 highest cost allies in the lair. Stack them next to Professor X as telepathic pawns. And stack the strike next to Emma Frost, and each player has a Waking Nightmare for each strike stacked here. So each side discards a non-gray and then draws a card twice. Non-gray specifically, or non-gray? Okay. Alright, Professor X is now at 13. That's a lot. I'm going to choose ranged. Okay, I do actually draw that. And then I'm going to choose ranged again. No, never lucky. 1 piercing energy. My attack doesn't do anything. My recruit doesn't really do anything. I'm just gonna buy a cyan. I need some recruit over here. Ambush, charge 1 space. Not great. Okay, let's start with this. The next hero I recruit this turn goes on top of my deck. Then I look at the top card of my deck, discard or put it back, and I may KO the card I discarded this way. I will discard this and KO it. Then I want this. Do I want to draw this turn? Yeah, probably. So I'm going to buy this and put it on top of my deck. Then 1 attack, draw a card. Then I'm going to hyperspeed 3 for recruit and attack. So 1 recruit, 1 attack, 2 attack, 2 attack, 1 recruit. Then I hyperspeed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Then I hyperspeed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. Emma's at 9. Because I only have 1 gray hero. The new recruit is currently in here. So I'm going to fight Emma for 9 and then also fight Beast, I think. So I'm going to fight Emma for 9. You may play the top card of the villain deck. If you do, you get +5 recruit. Absolutely fucking not. And then I'm going to fight you for 5. And buy a new recruit. Master Strike! Choose the 2 highest cost allies in the layer, stack them next to Professor X as telepathic pawns. And the next one's either this one or this one. Probably this one. And each player has 3 Waking Nightmares, so... Okay. 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I might just put the other Prepare Dark Magic up there, actually. Yeah, I will. Save that for later. And I'll buy Life and Death Incarnate. Actually sounds kind of spicy. I don't think I wanted to make a Demonic Bargain. That would give me 7 recruit, which will let me buy both of these. But this is very likely to hit a non-gray, so I'm just not going to. Actually, hold up. If I play this first, I might be able to get the Demonic Bargain. The attack doesn't do anything, so let me play this first. Hyperspeed 2. 1, 2. I could have made a Demonic Bargain, but that's fine. 2 recruit, 2 attack with the top card of my deck, discard it or put it back. Demonic Bargain is specifically higher than 0. Okay, so... I'm going to discard this, but not make the Demonic Bargain. And I'm going to buy Speedy Delivery and a new recruit. That's not supposed to be in there. Hold up. Why are there 2 assumed diamond forms in here? What? That's not supposed to be a thing. Hold on. I'm concerned now. I'm a little worried that... Yeah, that's not supposed... I don't know why there were 2 assumed diamond forms. That's weird. Okay, 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. 3 attack, I'm going to say Instinct. I can't get enough to fight anyone. My music stopped. Fix that. So I'm going to fight you for 4. Fight, draw 2, and then discard a card. Yeah, this attack no longer does anything. Okay, I'm going to buy Demonic Descendant to make Professor X slightly weaker. It also gives me Recruit to more easily get to stuff that I want over here. Around the World Punch is going to be hard to buy, but I want it on the lefts. Actually, the left has some decent Recruit going on. It might be able to get it. So let me start with this. The next hero I recruit this turn goes on top of my deck. I'm going to buy a new recruit and put it on top of my deck. Then I shall Hyperspeed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I Hyperspeed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Professor X is at 14, so I could fight Professor X. You're at 11? No, you're at 10. So I can fight both of these. I'm going to fight you for 5. Fight, draw a card for each ranged ally you play this turn, then I'm going to fight Emma for 10. Fight, Emma Frost cannot be fought again until the start of your next turn. My next turn. Okay, so I can't fight her next turn on this side. Remember that. 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I don't really need the attack. I'm just gonna fight multiple man. Dark Memories is at 3. Okay, so let me start with Chaos Magic. Reveal the top card of this, and I can play a copy of it this turn. So the attack generated from this card is converted to Piercing Energy. I might be able to get 6 Piercing Energy this turn, or 6 Piercing. Yeah, I might be able to get 6 Piercing Energy this turn. Let's try. So no, this Hyperspeed's to be for Recruit. Never mind, I can't. Well, I'll do this anyways. So I Hyperspeed 3 for Recruit. 1, 2. This goes on the bottom. Then 2 Recruit, reveal the top card of my deck, discard it or put it back. I'll leave that there. And then Dark Memories, I have 4 colors in here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 Piercing Energy. Can't buy this. I'm going to fight multiple man for 1 Piercing Energy. Fight, KO one of your allies for each other multiple man in your victory pile. So that would be 1. And I'm going to buy Chaos Magic. And Hexbolt. Okay, now I can fight Emma again. Master Strike. Choose the 2 highest cost allies, and they get stacked here. Blah, 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 blah. And then each player has 4 Waking Nightmares. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. I was hoping to be able to get both of those Hex Bolts and also get the trigger for both of them, but I don't think I could have done that. Well, this hand's a lot worse now. So 1 attack, draw a card. 2 recruit, 1 attack, put the next hero I recruit this turn on top of my deck. I'm probably... No, I should buy Too Fast to See. Put it on top. Buy this, stick it on top, and then I hyperspeed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Emma's at 12, so I'm going to fight one of these. Ooh. It's kind of spicy. 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top. Oh, I can get both Hex Bolts. Okay. Let me think here. Let me think. This is 2 piercing energy, guaranteed. Can I get more? Well, I can guarantee get 1. Which side should I discard from? I think I need to discard from this side. And I think I need to gamble. So I'm going to put this on top and then draw it. 1 attack, draw a card. I think I'm going to gamble and discard from this side. So this is 1 piercing energy. Discard the top card of any player's deck. I may play a copy of it this turn. Okay, I'm going to play a copy of that for 1 piercing energy. Then 1 more piercing energy. And I could get 6 piercing energy if this is one of these. I think that's my best bet. So I'm going to go for it. Damn it. Okay. But I can play a copy of this, so I'm going to. 3 recruit. And since I'm playing a copy of it, I don't KO this card. And then I KO a card from my hand or discard pile. I guess I'm fighting this for piercing energy then. I'm going to fight this for 3 piercing energy. Fight, draw a card for each ranged ally I play this turn. I played 3. Okay. I reveal the top card of the hero deck. I may play a copy of it this turn. Okay. I'm going to play a copy of it, so that's 3 piercing energy. Reveal the top card of your deck. That's the hero class you name. Draw it, otherwise put it back on top or bottom. I'm going to say it is... Covert. Damn. This goes on the bottom. And then Chaos Magic again. Okay. Wait, I get the Dark Memories from this because I got triple Avengers trigger. Dark Memories for 3, which gives me 3 piercing energy. Which means I can fight a Mastermind this turn. This is amazing. Okay. So I reveal the top 3 cards of the hero deck. Put 1 of them into my hand, and put the rest back in top or bottom in anywhere. Holy shit, this is a, I probably want that, right? I could take Obliterating Fire. But, no, Obliterating Fire doesn't do anything this turn. But I will put Obliterating Fire on top. So I'll take this, put it into my hand. Put the rest back on top or bottom in any order. I think I want Life and Death Incarnate on the bottom. And Obliterating Fire on top. Then triple Avengers triggered Dark Memories, which gives me 3 piercing energy. And then this goes on the bottom. Then I look at the top 6 cards of my deck. I draw 2 of them and put the rest back on top or bottom in any order. And then I hyperspeed 6. Okay, I draw 2 of these. This will give me 3 more piercing energy. I think I just want as much attack as possible, and then maybe I can fight another Mastermind this turn. So I'll take this and this. Did I play an Instinct this turn? No. Put the rest back on top or bottom in any order. This has an attack icon, so I'll put that on top. And then I hyperspeed 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Then 3 attack. I'm going to say, I don't know what this card is. Ranged? Hell yeah. Okay, then 2 attack. Draw a card and then put a card from my hand on top or bottom. No, put a card from my hand on top of my deck. Do I need this attack this turn? What are you at? You're at 16? What are you at? You're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're at 13? So I don't need Wolverine this turn. Okay, I'm gonna fight Emma for 13 attack. Put a 0-cost hero from the KO pile on top of each other player's deck. Okay. Then I'm gonna fight Professor X for 6 piercing. I could kill Emma this turn, but it's harder to fight Professor X, so I'm gonna fight Professor X for 6 piercing energy. Each other player reveals a Brotherhood of Mutants ally or gains a Bindings. Well, that's fine. I buy this for 3. And I really want Chaos Magic or, yeah, Chaos Magic or Alter Reality, but I also need to make you a little bit weaker. I can buy that at any time. I'm gonna buy Chaos Magic. Oh yeah, Obliterating Fire's there. That's a good point. I'm gonna need to buy that on the right side. Okay, there's another Exodus tactic. 1 attack, draw a card. 1 attack, draw a card. 2 recruit, 1 attack. The next hero I recruit this turn goes on top of my deck. What am I putting on top of my deck? Prepare Dark Magic could be okay over here. Can I afford this? No. I think I want to put Prepare Dark Magic on top. Just buy this, stick it up and up there. And then I hyperspeed. Actually, I know that card's an attack card, so I should hyperspeed for Accelerate first, and then hyperspeed for Too Fast to See. So hyperspeed 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I hyperspeed for Recruit and Attack. 1 recruit, 1 attack. 2 attack, 3 attack, 1 recruit. Emma is at 11. I'm gonna kill Emma. Fight. Each other player has a Waking Nightmare. Each player of those players who did not discard an X-Men hero this way gains a wound. So I can discard this to not get the wound. That's probably a good idea. Okay, and then Emma gets KO'd because the final blow rule only affects the last Mastermind. So I'm actually doing pretty good here. I might be able to win here. Possibly. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to say ranged. Okay. 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I can get 6 recruit this turn. I need to buy Obliterating Fire, so I don't need 6. So I'm going to put this on top, then make a Demonic Bargain to get +2 recruit. I'm going to buy Obliterating Fire this turn. It's Chaos Magic. I should make the Demonic Bargain over here. I might get a wound from it, but that's fine. So 3 Piercing Energy, and the right side makes the Demonic Bargain. Okay, it gets a wound. To KO up to one of their heroes of their choice from their hand or discard pile. Let's KO this. This goes to the bottom. Fight this for 7. Piercing Energy doesn't do anything, and I'm going to buy Obliterating Fire. For some reason, this one doesn't like to teleport itself. And hopefully I draw a Wanda card to go along with this. Okay, I got some Wanda cards. Good. Okay, twist number 6. This twist under a Tyrant Villain is a Dark Power. Gets +2 attack. Let's see, you're at 15. Might be able to hit that. To recruit 1 attack. The next hero I recruit this turn on top of my deck. I'm once again going to buy Prepare Dark Magic. And Hyperspeed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Then I Hyperspeed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll fight Onslaught's Tactic for 10. Alright. Start with 4 Piercing Energy. Then 2 attack, I draw a card, and then I put a card from my hand on top of my deck. That's moderately annoying, because now I don't have an attack to get with Hex Bolt. That's very annoying, actually. That's a problem. Oh, wait, no, I can discard it with Alter Reality, okay. Then 2 recruit, I reveal the top card of my deck, I discard it or put it back. Then 3 recruit, KO this card, and then I can KO a card from my hand or discard pile. Then 1 Piercing Energy, discard the top card of any player's deck, I may play a copy of that card this turn, please. Okay. So 3 more Piercing Energy. And I'm going to choose Covert. Choose Covert. Alright. Then I reveal top card of the hero deck. I may play a copy of it this turn. 2 recruit, 1 attack. The next hero I recruit this turn goes on top of my deck. This is good. I think I just want to buy this to make Professor X weaker. I'm going to fight Professor X for 6 Piercing Energy. Fight. Reveal the top... Wait, this goes on top of my deck. Reveal the top 3 cards of the adversary deck. Play any adversaries you reveal that have extreme attack. Put the rest back in any order. Any order, you say. Okay. This order. And then I buy Alter Reality. Oh wait, I had 2 more attack. Well, I wanted Alter Reality anyways. Or 2 more recruit, I mean. And I'm gonna buy a new recruit. X is at 14. I can probably get that turn. Ambush, charge, 1 space. I can probably get 14 attack this turn. Start with Speedy Delivery. The next hero I recruit this turn goes on top of my deck. Then 2 recruit, 2 attack. With the top card of my deck, discard it or put it back. I'm going to leave that there. And then I'm going to buy this for 4. Put it on top of my deck. Then 1 attack, draw a card. Then 2 attack. Do I even have enough cards in my deck to hyperspeed? 2 attack, hyperspeed 4. 1, 2, 3, 3. Then I hyperspeed 3 for recruits and attack. 1 attack, 2 attack, 1 recruit. And I hyperspeed 3 for recruit and attack. 1 attack, 1 recruit, 2 attack, 1 recruit. And I'm going to fight Professor X for 14. Fight. Each other player reveals a Brotherhood of Mutants ally or stacks a non-gray ally from their hand next to Professor X as a telepathic pawn. Alright. And I'm going to buy a new recruit. Alright, next turn is a Master Strike, which is bad, but at least I don't lose when that happens. So 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. Then Chaos Magic, reveal the top card of the hero deck, and maybe play a copy of it this turn. I don't want to do that yet. Then I look at the top 6 cards in my deck, I draw 2, and put the rest on the top or bottom in any order. I'll just draw this on the bottom, this on the bottom, this on top, this on top. Then I hyperspeed 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I play this and hyperspeed 3 for recruit. Alright, that fucking sucked, but now I can play another Chaos Magic. Okay. Reveal a top card of my deck, discard it or put it back. I will discard that so I can get more. Or leave it there so I can discard it with Hex Bolt. Hold up. 1, 2. My Dark Memories is currently for 2. If I discard this with Hex Bolt, I will have 5 total piercing energy, so that's not going to work. So I'll discard this from Alter Reality. And then my Dark Memories is 3. So I get 3 piercing energy. This goes on the bottom. 2 attack. 1 piercing energy. I think I need to go for this. I have 1 more race for the rescue in here, I think. I have Clea. Is my other Clea in this deck in the deck? No. I'm gonna discard this side and hope. Okay. That's another 1 piercing energy, and then I discard the top card of this deck again. Okay. 2 recruit. Look at the top card of my deck, discard it or put it back. I'll leave that there. And then Dark Memories for 1, 2, 3. Just 3 more piercing energy. And I'm going to fight Professor X for 6 piercing energy and win. Holy shit, I won this first try? I thought I was going to lose 3 times in a row. I cannot believe that worked. Okay, I really underestimated how good Scarlet Witch would be if all of her cards gave piercing energy, and all the cards she copied gave piercing energy. I underestimated that a lot, but it really, really helps that I got the majority of Scarlet Witch's cards, right? Like, I had a lot of Scarlet Witch cards over here, so... I underestimated it, but also I feel like I got lucky with the number of them that I got. Let's count some victory points. Left side got 57, and the right side got 43. And if you add those together, you get a big ol' 100. So, oh, who did I replace? I replaced Wiccan with Phoenix, right? Click here if you won, enter your total VP below 100, and go to results. Alright. You've unlocked the following hero, Scarlet Witch. Character unlocks Scarlet Witch, final score 360, lives left 3, player count 2, final blow yes. I didn't lose a single one of those games. Let me go ahead and put this into the results. Scarlet Witch, final score 360. Why do they call it the Xbox 360? It's because you turn around 360 degrees and you walk away. Lives left 3, player count 2, final blow yes. Let me go ahead and copy the link. Throw it on in there. Alright. I finished my 11th hero path. Very nice. Before I talk about Scarlet Witch, let's talk about the decks. Left side, well, the left side was good. I like Hyperspeed if I get enough of it. Like, if my deck is mostly attack cards, yeah, Hyperspeed's really good. How many cards did I have that didn't have attack? I had this, I had this, I had you. And these two. So I had 5 cards in my 26 card deck that did not have attack on them. So yeah, Hyperspeed's really good if you can manage that. And then the right side was the hard carry with like Chaos Switch, Scarlet Witch RNG. It was good. It worked out really well. Turns out Scarlet Witch tends to be a little bit better if she gives you piercing energy instead of attack. Yeah, not a whole lot to say about this deck. It was ranged, covert, Scarlet Witch shenanigans. Alright, talking about Scarlet Witch herself, I still don't think I like this hero that much. Her uncommon is just too RNG. You can set up Hexball to be pretty good. This card, there's definitely ways to set this up to be really strong. I didn't actually get many of them, but there's a lot of ways to put stuff on top of your deck. Like in the setups. I can see a world where I get a setup that has a lot of ranged and a lot of ways to put cards on top of your deck. And in that specific circumstance, I will probably bring Wanda in. This circumstance is not one of those. Most of the time, she's probably just going to sit on the bench. She can be happy with Vision on the bench while I use other heroes. Alright, let's find out what our next hero path is going to be. Going to do this the same way I always do it. Going to shuffle the hero randomizer a bunch. And I'm going to pull a hero out. Groot! I am Groot. Okay, first of all, does Groot have a hero path? My guess is yes, but I just want to make sure. is Guardians of the Galaxy? There it is, Groot. Yep, Groot has multiple paths, actually. This one's part of a series, so I probably shouldn't do the series one. I should just do... Okay, there are two. I'm going to pick the one that says original. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. And make sure that I don't need Weapon X. I don't. Alright. So next time we're going to be starting Groot's Hero Path. Let me take a little peeky at this guy real quick and see what he's all about. Ah. Yeah, it's this card. One attack when you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn. Draw an extra card. This is the card that I like to talk about when I compare it to Time Traveling Jinker. Let me just get her out real quick. Let's take this card. Take this card. And just look at them side by side real quick. Take a little peek here. And see if you can tell me what the problem is here. Alright, what else does this guy do? Okay, he's a guardian, so he's got some shard stuff. Oh, I like the spending shards to get recruit stuff. That's cool. He's got a good amount of strength. I don't think I have a lot of strength heroes. Let me look at my unlocked heroes real quick. Do any of these have like a good amount of strength? Angel has some strength. I think Archon has a little bit of strength. Phoenix has strength. I think that's it. Having a strength hero could be kind of cool. Yeah, Groot seems cool. I like him. Next time, we're going to be starting Groot's Hero Path, so thanks for watching. I'll see you guys then.